Rove, congratulations, #1.
Thank you very much.
This isn't bad. #1 in the UK and in Australia. Pretty stoked.
It's exciting. I didn't think it would happen, but damn good all the same.
Now, would you say that some of this has to do with the fact that the film clip is a little bit sexy?
Maybe.
Was that the intention, to have a raunchy film clip to
I think the reason why we went with the sort of raw, more raunchier side was to get away from the flick category that I'm in, and not that that's a bad thing, but it's just that this is what I'm doing now. So it was a bit of shock value. Never heard anyone.
Oh, you're not wrong. I mean, it looks like it seriously looks like you were nude. I think people have probably seen the clip a number of times now. Are you naked? Were you naked?
I wasn't really naked. I had a flesh bikini on.
Just as in the bottoms and the tops, or
yes,
just?
Yeah, and some special effects kicked in.
You mean your nipples don't really light up like that?
No. Friday nights, sometimes.
There you go. Do you worry that there are teenagers around the world taping it and watching it in slow-mo just to see if they
Not really,
can catch
because I checked myself, so I know.
Did you really?
It's all good.
So, do you think there's going to be a problem trying to launch yourself with a sexy clip like this? Would it clash with your neighbour's persona?
I don't think so. I thought that I was going to get a lot more negative feedback, but I haven't received any so far. It's been wonderful. So I've been so lucky, I think, to merge quite easily from the neighbours and the acting side into the music now, which is great.
Do you feel comfortable making film clips like that? And you've done like a number of shoots for magazines like FHM where you're almost naked anyway?
Exactly. Now, I'm pretty comfortable with my skin. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm pretty cool with that kind of stuff. So it wasn't that big a deal, and it was all very professional and all done very well.
Now, would you say, because there's probably a lot of critics out there who would say that sometimes, like especially if you're going from a soap star background into music, that it certainly helps to be good looking. What do you say to people who would, critics who say, oh, well, it's just not so much the musical talent, but hey, the sex and the body that gets you through? Yeah,
it does. It sells, whether you like it or not. It does. But I think it's the whole package. It's the look and it's the music. It's everything, I think. And it's been a good mix so far.
Did you have a relucance to get into music for fear of people's
Not
reactions?
at all, because it was what I was doing before I started on the show. So it was really just going back to what I wanted to do in the beginning. So it was pretty natural for me, and I love doing it. So I'm rapt that I can get back into it now.
And do you have to always ask, like for example, when the clip comes out, did you actually have to go to the neighbours' people and ask them if they would mind?
No, I kind of kept it under wraps. I didn't want to sort of tell anyone what I was doing until I had something to show for it. So I was really, really quiet, and I didn't tell anyone, really only my best friends up until the last sort of 2 months. Other than that, no one knew anything. So I was a bit frightened, I suppose, to show everyone what I was doing and getting up to on my holidays and my weekends. But when I had something to show for it, then I was like, here you go, here I am.
What about your mum and dad? What did they think of it all?
They're fantastic, very supportive, very cool. So I wasn't worried about showing them the film clip at all.
And are you worried what neighbours' fans might think of, oh, you've flicked Scully, what have you done to her? No. Although she's, getting about a bit on the show.
Well, yeah, she's not too good herself. No, I'm so cool with whatever. You got to take the good with the bad.
And so are you finishing up on Neighbours soon and 100% into music?
August 9th will be my last day ever, which will be sad but wonderful.
What are you going to do? Do you get written out? Are you going to get killed off? Can you tell us?
I don't know, but I'm sort of reading into some juicy storylines at the moment. I think I'll go out with a bang, which will be great.
I've always been fascinated to know when you are, if you've been with a series for a while and you're going to leave, do you get a choice in how you get written out?
I suppose we can submit storylines, definitely, to the writers and see what they think. But, I mean, it's pretty much up to them, I suppose, at the end of the day.
And if you're not happy with it, will you kick up a stink?
No, I'm pretty cool. Let's go out quietly. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And then what, are you going to move to the UK and
I'm
turn your back on us?
Yeah, pretty much.
Come up with a fake accent next time we see you?
No. I'm going to stay. I'm going to keep the Aussie accent always. But I will be moving over there just to give it my best shot.
How is it for you over there? Is it already mad, like with your neighbours?
Full on. It's a different world over there with paparazzi and the media's nuts. And it's good. It's been positive, but it's full on. Pretty crazy. Do
you have a problem with the press? Like, because I know that the British tabloids can be pretty harsh.
Yeah, they can. I've been fairly lucky up to this stage. I haven't had many sort of... of course, they're going to write a lot of lies most of the time, and everything's twisted, whatever you say. But, I mean, it comes with the job.
And how have you taken to the big media hype that's come out saying it's you versus Kylie and you're going to get in a cage and hit each other with chairs. Okay, that part was me, but
no, it doesn't exist. I think she's absolutely wonderful and fantastic, and I wish her nothing but the best of luck, but it doesn't exist. It's just something that I think that they've made up and thought, yeah, that's really good, we'll run with that. And so every newspaper now writes the Kylie versus Holly thing and do little caricatures with us with boxing gloves on. But it doesn't exist.
And how was it anyway when you discovered that you were going to debut up against Kylie and Eminem? Everyone's kind of written him out of it too, but it was a big deal and he's actually number 2. Was there a lot of pressure?
Not so much pressure, but it's weird to put myself in the category of those people which I've always held so high. So I feel so blessed to be up there with them, and that's, I'm just grateful.
Is there more pressure now because the first single has gone so well that the follow-up single has to do as well?
Not really. I'm not feeling that pressure. But I'm just going to run with it and ride the wave and see how we go. I'm really excited about the second single, actually, so I'm not too worried.
What's that clip going to be? Are you going to do something a little bit out there, a little bit different?
Wear clothes.
Yeah.
Shock horror.
You heard it here first. It's a scoop. It's a scoop. Well, congratulations on everything so far, and all the best for a long career in the music biz.
You.
And if you see Miss Minogue, just give her a hug or something.
Oh,
hey, whatever you choose. Holly Valance, everyone. Oh, hey, that's all right. We'll be back with Moby Mirabai from Big Brother, but next, the cast of Men in Black 2.